Hey there, tubes. I thought I would give you an update on my little home improvement project here. Actually, it ain't little, it's kind of moderate to skilled. Anyways, yeah, the other day I got my decking on. It's half-inch treated plywood around here and on the corner. This is just a 2x6 that I used to fill this area in. And yesterday I fabricated the decking. This is 5/8 inch treated plywood. I cannot use regular decking, otherwise it would drip between the boards into the bottom of the hallway, into the basement of the hallway. I want it dry enough as possible. And fitting this piece was a little tricky. It's the same thickness plywood as the stuff that was on here. The other stuff was treated plywood also. And I couldn't go with 3/4 inch because it would get really a really tight fit, so I wanted a little bit of room to play with, so I got 5/8. And today I was shimming it, shimming the piece of plywood here, the decking, so the level would reach the threshold of the door. This door is going to get replaced eventually anyway. The door is pretty shot. It's rusted on the bottom, and as you see here, the aluminum is peeling. It's been like that for a long time. Yeah. And I wanted the level of the plywood to reach the threshold of the door, so that way when a new door is installed, there won't be problems fitting the new threshold onto the decking. And yes, there's going to be a ledger board going here, a 2x12 ledger board. I'm going to bolt it to the inside. And fitting around, trying to cut around these textures was a pain, so I just took a hammer and just flattened about as much as I could without breaking the block, and just fitted it up against the house. Of course, it's going to have some gaps, but I'll fill that in with caulking. The caulking is going to be pretty thick in there, pretty deep. I'll get that 50-year caulk again, the white stuff with the silicone. That stuff sticks amazing. It looks like crap when it's first put down, but after it sits a while, it sticks. And I got my 3 horsepower Craftsman compound miter saw, which I got for $25 at a yard sale. There was a problem, if you remember. The trigger kept on sticking, which I cured by taking a screwdriver to a screw and just backing the screw out just a little bit. The guard broke, and I just left that off. The guard was a piece of junk. It had troubles working from day one, and I got my $40 ProTech table saw, like brand new, which I got from the guy who only used it maybe twice. He was uncomfortable cutting his own wood, so he let his neighbor cut his own wood from now on. So he sold the table saw to me at the yard sale for 40 bucks. Like new, you can't go wrong. And I got my skill saw, my 40-year-old plus skill saw, 1 3/4 horsepower. I got this from a yard sale several years ago. I use it to cut plywood because switching blades on circular saws is a pain in the ass. I got a plywood blade on this one, so I don't have to change the blades. And this saw is awesome for cutting plywood. It's nice and lightweight, and it's pretty accurate. You could still see the pencil lines as you're cutting along the piece of wood you're cutting. And I got my $40 Bosch Panther reciprocating saw. I'll open the box here and I'll show you it. Here's what it looks like. It was pretty beat up when I got it. For the price, it couldn't go wrong at the time. I recently had to rewire the cord because where it flexes, it developed a hole and it kept on shorting out, so that was no problem. Otherwise, this thing has been working pretty good. Not the best looking, but for $40 for the brand, ain't too bad. Yeah, this Skil circular saw, it has a bad bearing. Like when you first start it up, it has a kind of a screeching sound, but it's not really alarming. It goes away when you press the trigger more to make the blade go faster. And yes, I love this saw for cutting plywood. Hopefully I could come across another one like this, which doesn't have a bad bearing, so yes. All my tools are working flawlessly. And yes, I'll catch you later. Bye.